Hello everybody, it's Robert with RV Weekends and I'm going out on another little adventure. Let's do it.
Hi, Tricky Brandy here from sunny London. You're watching RV Weekends on YouTube.
All right, I'm here in Mims, my hometown, and there is a car show going on here locally at a museum parking lot. So that's where we're heading. Gonna go check out some cool cars. Oh yeah, look at this cool car. Oh yeah, that's mine. The classic Ford Fiesta, second generation. And here we go. And I'm expecting to meet a customer. I just did a RV air conditioner install yesterday, and he said he's bringing his car to this car show. So we're gonna meet him. And I know somebody else I did some work for here. I can see her right now. Looks like Susie's Smoothies. Yep, I've worked on her roof, and I did some wiring for her. So let's go. Well, due to copyright reasons, I'm gonna have to overdub on some areas because they're playing music that has copyright blocks, and I've already had short videos blocked because of that music. So I'll do my best to not overdub because I did talk a lot. But check out this old classic work truck, dump truck. I've seen this one before in other car shows, but it's pretty cool, heavy duty dump truck. How cool is that? It's already hot and it's 9 a.m. Already hot. Well, it's in the shade, so that's cool. I don't think I need my hat then. I can put my hat away. It's in the shade. But people like it. And here is a Florida swamp buggy. That's what we call them, swamp buggies. Or this looks like it could be a dragster, swamp dragster. Looks pretty cool. Made from an old car or truck, in the early 20th century. I'm not knowledgeable on all the different years and makes of those older cars. I'm just generally knowledgeable. Like, I know this is an MG midget. My dad had one of these, convertible midget. Now, did they make them not a convertible, or were they all convertibles? I don't know. Like I said, I'm generally knowledgeable. I just don't know specifics. But my dad owned one, like I said, sit in front of my parents' house growing up for a little while. I don't know what happened to it. He junked it or what, or sold it. And look, more old cars. This is a car show, so really killer looking car. Let's get a closer look at this one. It is a Dodge Dart back in the 60s, I believe. Again, I don't know the years, if this is a 60s or 70s car, but I used to own a Dodge Dart, a newer Dodge Dart, not like the contemporary one, but something in the late 70s. I had a Dodge Dart. It was not the same as this one. This one's older, but love these classic cars. And the color, I believe, I'm not sure what the color is, champagne, but I think it's a little too dark to be called champagne. But it looks like it's original, the original wheels. And I love car shows because seeing these old cars still working, and some of them restored, some of them original, not restored. I really dig the ones that aren't restored. Those are really cool. And look at these cars. Again, I don't know what year these are, but that looks like a cool hot rod with a big old intake on there. Look at that manifold, intake manifold with dual 4 barrels. I think that's what that is. Nice. Look, you got to take the steering wheel out to get in and out. That's a hot rod. Dragster. Love the color too. Look at the pipes coming out underneath the front fender. Not even the back, but the front. I bet you that sucker is loud. Yeah, these all just make me think of the gangster days. I don't know, the 20s, the 40s, the 20s, 30s, 40s. Again, not sure, but it's nice to have. And look at that pretty red one. Look next to that. It looks like a more 50s car. I don't know what year that is. It looks like a Chevrolet. But this one, I wonder if those wheels are stock. I don't know. But they look good. And this is a common problem when the windows are up. You can't see inside very well with the glare if there's a lot of light around, the sunlight. But I don't want to touch the glass, put any fingerprints or stuff, touch people's cars. But look how cool these cars are, man. Look, he's got like a mini jukebox. Yeah, it's a Chevy Bel Air. Beautifully redone to look like new. It looks great. And look, there's a T-Bird, a Thunderbird, Ford Thunderbird. I recognize that. Look at how nice and short that car is with the big, fat, white wall tires. And I love that fender cover. Looks great. And look at all these cutouts on the side. I don't know what that is on the side. And the grill. And this one obviously redone to look new. Very, very sporty car back in the day. A Ford Thunderbird. Look at those things on the front. Classic Thunderbird International. I don't know what that means, but it's cool. Beautiful. Just imagine the time, energy, and money that it takes to redo one of these cars. Beautiful interior. So pretty. Beautiful car. And look at the horn ring. That whole silver chrome ring is the horn. And it's a stick shift. Look at that old radio and dashboard. Love those old cars. I would love to own one. I used to own a 63 Chrysler New Yorker. Love that car. And look at that tire cover. It's hard and painted the same color as the vehicle. And a Ford Falcon. Ford next to Ford. Sporty. Those are not stock rims. I can pretty much assure you. And look at that double distributor. Like two distributors, two 4-cylinder distributors. So it's an 8-cylinder. And it's a station wagon. My parents had a Ford Falcon. Well, my uncle had a Ford Falcon. And I didn't know back in the day that these were sporty cars. They were kind of quick and fast cars. But I like the station wagons. Those are so nice looking. Just makes you think of the old days. And an SS Chevelle, right? Is this a Chevelle? Malibu, Chevy Malibu, not a Chevelle. Look at those wheels. Those are custom wheels. Redone. Beautiful long car. Love those long cars. And look at the front grille. Next to the Ford, the Chevy Malibu SS Super Sport. Pretty. Looks like it could be a cop car. And next to it is a custom motorcycle with a custom paint job. Very pretty. Although I'm not into the evil looking sinister things, dragons and devils, I'm not into that. I don't like that, but beautifully done. And look, this looks like a, what is this? It looks like a Chevy. Look at that chrome alternator. Man, that thing is chrome. Looks like a Chevy to me. What is it? El Camino. Yep, Chevy El Camino. It's a car front end with a truck on the back end. Those look so strange to me. It looks like a car in the front, and then it's a truck. So it's not really a truck. It's just a utility car. So it's sporty, but you can carry stuff, big stuff. And here's a more modern El Camino. It looks like a Monte Carlo front end to me, and a Ford Mustang, and a Studebaker, right? Is this a Studebaker? I don't know, man. These cars, I don't know what they are. And look at that old truck. Yeah, I think this is a Studebaker. Yep. And again, I know these names. I don't really know history about these cars. So any of you people out there that are car buffs know I'm ignorant to this. I don't know about all this stuff. But this one looks like it's been totally redone and modified to be really fast. Especially those wheels I can see. But it looks cool. Look at those seats all modernized. And look at that big steering wheel. Side pipes coming out before the rear axle. Big trunk. I hear different opinions on this car. Some like it, some don't. I like that rear window, how it wraps around. Imagine trying to replace that. That'd be very difficult. Yeah, this thing's modernized, modern amenities, air conditioning. And here's a Dodge pickup, heavy duty pickup truck. Yeah, this truck, I could still smell the paint. It was so freshly painted. And not only are these trucks heavy duty, they're heavy, made with steel to be strong, not to be fuel efficient. Heavy trucks. Beautiful. And this looks like a Ford truck. I'm not sure. But look at that color, like forest green. It was a dragster. Oh no, it's an international pickup truck. See, I don't know my trucks. I don't know those old vehicles. Oh, look at that Chevy Nova next to a Camaro. Oh, we got to get over there. Look at that paint scheme. But before we get there, another Chevy, 57 Chevy it looks like. Totally redone to look matching colors, aqua, blue, or whatever this color is. Little too much blue for me, but it looks like it's done well. A lot of blue. Even the owner was wearing blue. Look, a blue hat in the back dashboard. So blue. Yeah, Bel Air 57 Chevy, I believe. The trunk compartment. Let's see if you get the owner. Nope, the owner I didn't get in the video. These are custom wheels, of course. Chip Foose. You remember Chip Foose from the TV show Overhaulin'? Yeah, it was a great show. I loved it. He was a creative artist. He would custom design graphics, paint schemes, as well as wheels looks. You know, he changed the way the wheels were made. He had his own CNC machine to cut these aluminum wheels, custom designs. Very cool. And check out this big Dodge truck, but it's got a Dodge Cornet body on it. I've seen this vehicle around and shot a short video of it. And I went to his channel. He's got a YouTube channel. I went to his YouTube channel, and this is a customized truck, a Dodge frame with a car body on top. And here is a customer of mine, Susie Smoothies. I worked on this trailer on the roof, replaced the vent, resealed it and everything, did a little bit of wiring. Susie Smoothies, very good stuff. And look at this old Volkswagen, not that old, but it's cool looking. It looks like it's from Europe or London with that tag. I don't know the difference. I didn't get real close to see what the tag said. And look, it's a 1993 Euro van, so it's a European van with the camper roof. My parents had an old VW from the 70s, the camper van, and I loved it. It just didn't run right, and they got rid of it. Yeah, this looks like they have lowered it to get it closer to the ground and custom wheels, I believe. I don't know if those came stock with those wheels. And here's an old Dodge car. I don't know what it is. but it's old. It just pulled up next to the Nova because it wasn't here when I shot that other video. But look at that on the front. What is that? I don't know what that is. But look at the mirrors on the side. They're way up high by the ceiling, the roof of the car. It looks cool, like a matted finish. And these little louvers on the top of the hood. It looks big. Look at that cushy seat. Man, that's nice and comfortable looking. It's modernized. Little touchscreen there. White walls, tires, big humongous trunk. And here's that Chevy Nova. It says 396 on the side. When I shot this as a short, somebody said, that's not a 396. I don't know. I don't know these cars. I just remember having Chevy Novas when I was a kid. They were around. Well, this one looks really pretty. I love the paint job with the silver flames. Custom wheels. And a dragster, Camaro dragster. Yeah, full-blown dragster. But it must be street legal, I would assume, unless he trailered it here. Camaro. I don't know the year. I don't know these specific years. But it looks great. And what's that car next to it? This big pink thing. What is this? I don't know what that is either. The Wanderer. Remember that? Look at the side pipes. And the dashboard. That looks like it's been changed. Look at the louvers in the hood to get the hot air out. And look, a Corvette. And a Mustang. And I don't know what this is, but it looks great. Looks like a Chevy with mags on it. Look at those big rear end. Wow. Wow. Very cool looking. And here's a Ford Falcon, another Ford Falcon, but this one is not a station wagon. 1960 Illinois plate with, it looks like a straight 6-cylinder in there, but it's a small car, so that should go pretty quick. Look at those. I was stock wheels. It looks like those are stock wheels, just painted.
Got 25,000 miles on it.
That's amazing. And interior looks nice and stock. Looks great. Small dashboard. Look at that cluster. Very small. Tinted windows. I did talk to the guy a little bit. I love the color, silver. And I'm going to get an antique tag here soon. My pickup truck is hitting 25 years old next year. So it's 2001, and next year will be 2026. So that'll be 25 years. I think that's what qualifies for an antique tag. And it's pretty beat up and old. I'd like to paint it, but I don't want to spend that money right now. Trying to save money to retire, buy some land. All right, here's an old car. It says Florida on the front. I don't know what year this was, but it looks cool. Look how small the tires are. Like, this is the transitioning from buggy, horse-drawn carriages to little cars. It's a 4-cylinder. Look at those coil wires. I mean, I was fascinated by that. They were totally exposed, no insulation on them. So I'm sure you could get zapped if you touched them. And then he brought a motor that he just cut away so you could see the internals. There's that distributor I was telling you about. Look at those wires. Those are like steel strips. They're not even wires. And you touch it, I'm sure you get shocked. But he said he did this. He cut it away so you could see the internals of this engine and transmission. Very cool. And he talked about this trailer too, how customized it was. Very nice man, sharing all his information, his knowledge and wisdom. But a very cool classic car. And again, I don't know what this car is. I'll say Model A, Model T, but I don't know. And look at this old car. Another one right next to it. Totally redone. Beautiful. Looks like it's redone to stock form. Brand new. Florida tag. Look how the engine compartment opens. I like it. Lots of lights on this car. Look at those lights, man. They're crazy cool. And a more modern, what is this? A Dodge Charger or Challenger? Challenger. Look at the lighting in the hood scoop in the intake. That looks cool. Red all over. SRT Dodge Challenger. I like these retro cars like this that look like they're real retro. I didn't really like the Charger that came out. It doesn't look like a Charger to me. It looks modern. This looks like an old body style of a Challenger, and I really like it. $392. Look, there's 4 of them here. Pick whichever one you want. Yeah, they're very cool. I would love to own one of these. It's just not feasible for me to own it. So I keep my truck, my little Ford Fiesta, and my motor scooter. American Muscle. Yeah. And look at here. Here's a Hellcat. Look at that supercharger on top. You see that clear acrylic emblem of the Hellcat in the front? Can't see it from here, but yeah, supercharged Hemi. There it is. Bad Pussycat. Bad Putty Cat. Yeah, a Hellcat. That's a bad car right there. I don't know the specs on it, but I believe this thing will run up close to 200 miles an hour. In stock form. SRT. I would love to own one, but I'm not that rich. And here's that Dodge Corvette body on top of a Dodge Cummins pickup truck. And look at this hot rod coming through here. Perfect timing. Big tires on the back of that thing. And look, here comes another one behind it. Oh yeah, I love me a car show. So cool to have all these hot rods around. Yeah, rev it. Oh yeah, look at this Pontiac Grand Prix. Love these old long cars. Yeah, and I love it when they have the original sticker, window sticker when the car was purchased. How cool is that? Cost $3,499. Ooh, look at all the features. With a total price of $5,200, and I couldn't read the rest of it. Very, very cool car. I love the old Pontiac. They seem to run so smooth. And it's got a 6-pack carburetor. 3 2-barrel carburetors. And right next to it, check this one out. Chevrolet. Looks like it could be an Impala. I don't know. I'm guessing here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the interior. So crisp and colorful. Big tail. Big wings up there. And I was right. It's an Impala. Beautiful car. Man, it would be so cool to own something like that. Beautiful. And what is this? It's a Buick LeSabre. Oh. I remember seeing one of these things for the first time. I didn't realize they were made way back then. Look, 1961. I wasn't even born yet. What a beautiful car. Convertible. And there's their Texas inspection sticker. We used to have to have our cars inspected back in the day. Some places still do it. We don't do it here in Florida. But I remember a time when you used to have that done. Look at the white White to backed speedometer. Wonder if that was original. Don't know. Just an amazing car. And look at this older car. Oh, what is this weird looking thing? I don't know what that is. It looks homemade. Is that the fuel tank right there in the front? Wow. It looks, to me, it looks homemade. I don't know if that's an actual car. Truck. Oh, yeah. Well, they got a tag on it, so guess it wasn't an original car unless it's a kit car, but it's very old. It has an antique tag. And then another one. A lot of red cars here. Red is a popular color because it means it's fast, right? Right. Look at those beautiful seats. Very modern. Comfortable. And here comes, it looks like an old 240 ZX. 80 ZX. And this was one of my customers. I worked on their RV just like a couple days before. He did this Chevelle. It's kind of a unique color you don't see all the time. Almost like a burnt orange. Malibu. Chevelle. Malibu. It looks completely stock. Except them wheels are not. Obviously been, and there's my mat right there in the back. See that mat in the back? That gray thing? That's mine. I left it at his house, at his RV when I was working on it. I told him just bring it with him to the car show and I'll pick it up. Yep, it looks like it's all restored to stock. Well, guys, we've come to the end. That's all the footage I have of the car show. I hope you enjoyed this content as much as I did. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to get more content like this, and click the notification bell if you want to get notified when I upload my very next video. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and thank you so much for watching RV Weekends, and we will see you on the next one.